Hey, welcome everyone to this week's episode of Drumming and Meditation. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Julien Lepage, and this is the Circles of Rhythm channel. Thanks again for being here. One of the things that I hope you can do right now is grab a drum, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down a foundational beat, something fairly strong with a strong pulse that you can join in with. And if you just want to clap along, you can do that. If you want to dance around, you can do that. If you just want to nod your head, bounce your head, you can do that. But it's a really great way to kind of try and get a nice groove going. So I'm going to lay down this foundational beat, this bass beat. Don't try to do exactly what I'm doing, but use it as a place for you to kind of launch and get yourself centered into the upcoming session. Here we go. Nice. All right. That was kind of fun. You know, I made a few mistakes along the way, but hey, that's what this is all about. I think one of the biggest purposes or reasons why I'm doing these things is I hope that the people who are tuning in are allowing themselves to make mistakes. I'm not taking a lot of time editing these videos anymore. I'm just going one shot, and whatever comes out is the final product. Because I believe that, again, when we play, and we allow ourselves to kind of just express ourselves freely on an instrument, the mistakes are just as important as the whole sound. We're not looking for performance level type of achievements here behind the instrument. That's for another setting. This is not what we're doing. What we're doing is finding a way to express ourselves musically and to get ourselves into more of a playful state, a meditative state, a peaceful state, and just to release some of that energy that maybe doesn't necessarily serve us. So every time in between rounds, you'll see me taking a few deep breaths. And that's a great way for me to kind of let it go, just to kind of allow myself to kind of shake it off. You ever see a couple ducks who swim in the water and they get into a fit and they kind of flap each other's wings and they kind of make a lot of water, splash a lot of water, and then they kind of just turn away when it's done and then just kind of shake it off. Just shake it off like a water. It's like a duck shaking off the water off its back. It's just letting it go. So allow yourself to shake it off once in a while. All right, let's try a different rhythm, something a little bit more funky. I really enjoy doing this type of kind of, you know, it's got kind of a walking vibe. You can feel like you're walking to this, hey? Nice. Great. A lot of fun. See if you can still hear it. Still there, right? Nice. So a nice walking beat. Music is everywhere. One of the things that I love the best about drumming is that I don't necessarily need all this stuff around me in order to be musically engaged. And, you know, you can go on YouTube and type, you know, pots and pans drum jam and a rhythm jam, and you'll see a million things come up. You know, rhythm is everywhere. It is in our breath. It is in our heartbeat. It's when we walk. It's when we brush our teeth. It's when we speak. Our language is very rhythmic. And so play around with that and try to find the rhythm around you, everywhere around you, and try your best to entrain into it. So just a few moments ago, I was playing a walking rhythm, right, on this type of drum here, giving it a nice deep foundational rhythm. And then I kept that rhythm in mind, and I brought in the djembe and just moved to the same pulse. Very different rhythm, but at the same time both fit well together. And maybe for some of you guys out there, that's a beautiful metaphor for what's happening right now, is that even though we may practice a completely different voice, so from one drum it has this voice, and the other drum has a very different voice, an opposing voice. But what you can still do is you can still bring those two opposing voices and find your groove and drum to the groove and find a way to enmesh both rhythms together. So I hope that was playful for you and fun. This week I'm really trying to just allow ourselves to get connected with the heart and just to play a little bit. Things are opening up. If you're watching this in the pandemic season of COVID-19, things are opening up. So that's an exciting time for us here in Calgary. We're starting to slowly reintegrate into community in a way. So, but it's going to be a while, I think, for the drumming community, because we have 100 plus people who come on the Friday nights, and we want to see you all there. And so we'll probably have to wait a little bit longer in order for us to reintegrate in the community that way. So keep tuning in and share this with everyone that you can. If you have people out there that you think that could benefit from this, just share it with them. I would really appreciate that. And then also next week, just a little plug for what's going on next week, and you can still tune in. But we're going to try and target our next session to kids. So it'll be a lot of fun. I think anyone who, anyone can benefit from this, but our drumming and meditation will be more tuned for children so that they can feel successful in engaging in the drumming and the meditation with us. So I hope you can check that out and share it with some friends and family. And without further ado, we'll have one last rhythm and we'll jam out, and we'll kind of sign off and bring in some special guests. So I have Jamie Gore, who's going to be doing the meditation again. She's doing a beautiful body scan meditation. And Michael Walker is going to be playing the guitar. So we're in for a treat, so stick around for that. once again from Circles of Rhythm. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Find us on Facebook, Circles of Rhythm, and on Instagram at Circles of Rhythm. And also just make sure to check out our YouTube studio. It has all of these videos and also some great podcasts that we are doing once a month now on Thursday nights. So thanks so much. Jamie, Michael, take it away.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jamie Gore, and I am going to lead us all in a guided visualization to bring ourselves back into a place of stillness and awareness, centeredness, and peace. So everybody who has tuned in to watch, I just want to say that I'm honored to be here with you, and I hope that wherever you're at, you're safe and well. So on my next inhale and exhale, I will be gently closing my eyes, and at certain points you may see me open my eyes if your eyes are open, but I invite you for the next moment to moments, keeping your eyes closed for the duration. So here we go. So once your eyes are gently closed or your gaze is softened, you can bring your attention, your awareness to the inside of your body. And you can just take a moment to hear where your breathing is. Notice if your breathing is shallow or deep for the next few inhales. And if your breathing was shallow right before the beginning of this meditation, see if you can deepen it and soften it slightly. So what we're going to do for this meditation moment is we are going to start with the outermost area of our bodies, which is our skin. And we're going to work our way to the inside in the deepest part of our bodies, which is our bones. And what we're going to do is, with a visualization, we are going to integrate an intention. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just gently bring your attention to the outermost portion of your body, which is your skin, and just feel the heat or coolness of the room. Notice how your fabric of your clothing is touching. Notice any points of contact. Perhaps your fingertips are touching. Notice the contact of your skin to the surfaces that you are seated on or lying on. The skin is the barrier between yourself and the outer world, and it is permeable. Things are flowing in and out of your skin. So just taking a moment to bring your awareness and your attention to your skin. And just take 2 or 3 breaths, appreciating your skin. Now on your next inhale, what I'd like you to do is I would like you to drop your attention to the muscles and the structures that are meaty tissue on the inside of your body. Your organs and your eyes and your tongue and your cheeks. The muscles that move your body and metabolize your food. your blood that is flowing the oxygen from your lungs throughout your system and bringing back the oxygen to exit, the carbon dioxide to exit your system. Just taking a couple of breaths in this system of your body. Inhale, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to bring your attention to your entire bone system, your skeleton, your skull and your shoulders, your arms, your legs, your feet, your rib cage. Just noticing your bones, and notice how solid and steady they are, supporting you and holding you. I'd like us to gently rest our attention on our bones for a moment or two more. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to imagine that you have a little tiny eraser. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to scrub clean any residue. Imagine that your bones are pure white, and any residue that might have been building in the last several weeks. Imagine that you could scrub your bones clean. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to imagine that you have a permanent marker. And with that permanent marker, you could write I am on all of your bones. I am, and complete the sentence in your own way. I am. Now I'd like you to write the phrase, I have, and complete this phrase. And just let the words drop in and disappear. And the third and final statement I'd like you to write on your bones now is, I can. Statement that you need to write now that will help you in the next phase, in the next days, you can write that now. Just imagine that those phrases and intentions are permeating through your organs, through your skeletal system, through your muscles, through the blood, and back out to the skin. Allow it to fill the space that you find yourself in this moment. For the next moment or two, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just sit and be, and notice and watch and pay attention to the shift of writing imaginary messages for yourself on your skeletal system. Perhaps counting your breaths. When you come to 10, you can gently open your eyes and shake it out.